Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that bell icon so you know when I drop my newest content. Deontay Wilder news. Once again, he has admitted to reaching out to Wladimir Klitschko and his team in hopes that he would return to the sport of boxing and fight him next. I find it very ironic that he would reach out to Wladimir Klitschko, a guy who's been retired and lost his last 2 fights. A guy who's, what, almost 44, 43, 40 plus, period, and hasn't been in the ring in, what was the last 17? Well, it was 2017 was when he fought Joshua. So 2 years, he's 44, and you calling up his team to see if he's going to come back. Of course, there's a lot of money in the heavyweight division right now, and it appears like you're not getting a dime of it because you refuse to play ball. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about how Deontay Wilder likes to cherry pick his opponents because he's been doing this his entire career, okay? He's been doing this his entire career. Ever since, even before he got the WBC championship, he was cherry picking. And it was just horrible. He was fighting in bingo halls and getting dropped by fat dudes. It was ridiculous. But now he cherry picks names, bigger names, right? Klitschko, old as shit. Cherry picked Tyson Fury. That kind of backfired on him. A lot of people feel like he lost the fight. I'm cool with the draw. If you ever get to 50-0, just remember, it's 50 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw, which means you have a blemish on your record, so what's the point? All right? You don't want to play ball when it comes to negotiating these big fights. The big fights that we want to see is you versus Anthony Joshua. You turned down life-changing money to fight Dominic Brazil for peanuts, nigga pennies, all right, for $3 million. That's it. Like, come on, bro. The zone offered you the bag. Well, maybe at some point down the road, we'll get to see Joshua Wilder. But I fear that it's going to be too late. You know, Deontay Wilder versus Wladimir Klitschko, you know, that's a little too late in my opinion. When Deontay Wilder had the WBC championship, I believe when he first won it, you know, Klitschko's team wanted that smoke with you, but, you know, your manager, Shelly Fetus, didn't want that smoke with Wladimir Klitschko, and he said that you weren't ready. This is all documented on film, in articles. You can find it. Deontay Wilder ducked Wladimir Klitschko when he was younger, when he was still champion. He could have unified. He chose not to. He chose the path of least resistance. And this has become a common theme in his career. You know, I've tried to give Deontay Wilder credit for fighting Luis Ortiz. You know, a lot of people said Luis Ortiz was old. He was on blood pressure medication. You know, he was past his prime. I mean, did Luis Ortiz even have a prime? He's never even won a world championship. All right? I mean, I could pick this shit apart, but for the sake of this video, I'll give Deontay Wilder credit for beating Luis Ortiz. Biggest name, toughest opponent to date that he's beaten. And he almost got stopped in that fight, honestly. Now, when we look at Tyson Fury, cherry pick going wrong, right? We knew Tyson Fury wasn't in, well, we thought Tyson Fury wasn't in fighting shape. We knew that he had these drug issues, substance abuse problems. He was going through it with the drug testing organizations. You know, he just had no will to fight. And then he comes back, you know, he cherry picks 2 opponents, 2 bums. He beats them. Then he fights Deontay Wilder, gets in great shape. Tyson Fury looked amazing in that fight. He got dropped twice in the fight, and the fight ended up being a draw. Again, a lot of people felt like Tyson Fury won that fight. And now you're fighting Dominic Brazil, when you should really be fighting Dillian White. You know, whether that's the next fight or not, that remains to be seen. But the WBC is shitting on Dillian White because he been had next. But you talking about, you called up Wladimir Klitschko and his team, an old man who uses Just for Men, lost his wife, depressed, Still working out, still think you got a chance to come back and capture a world title when you know you about to knock his old ass out too. Who you gonna fucking fight next? Who you gonna dig up? Jack Johnson? Muhammad Ali? You gonna fight them next? You get where I'm going with this? He doesn't fight the Uber drivers, the Lyft drivers no more. He just fights washed up, has-been fighters. He's gonna knock Dominic Brazil the fuck out. I don't care what anybody says. You're gonna knock him out. And then you're gonna fight Klitschko. And you're gonna knock his old ass out. And you're gonna get no credit for that. All right? Not from Hitman Boxing. Because it makes no sense. Fight Dillian White. I think that's a good fight. We've been saying Dillian White was a good fight from the beginning. Matter of fact, they tried to give you Dillian White once upon a time. Dillian White, and I would have said we're right into Anthony Joshua. But your ass ain't never going to fight Anthony Joshua because you shook as fuck. You don't even like money. How you a cash addict but broke? You more like allergic to it. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe, and I'm out.